Hello and welcome to Heart, Mind, and Mechanics Business Coaching playlist on the Career Woman to Business Owner channel. It's so nice to have you here watching this series. And today I'm going to be talking about don't let lack of clarity kill your dream of being your own boss. Now, this is one of 4 videos that I'm going to be doing in the series of what's holding you back from being your own boss. Sorry, I had to take a look at what the previous one was. So what's holding you back? One of the things could be that you really don't know what you do if you started your own business. Now, this could be a genuine not knowing. And if that's the case, we can handle that. And I'll explain to you in a moment what you can do. However, it may also be an excuse. Sometimes people use well, I don't know what I do as an excuse not to leave corporate America because they're really afraid. They're afraid that when they get out into a different world of having their own business, that they wouldn't be able to attract to them enough people to buy whatever their product or service is. And so they wouldn't be able to support their families, or they wouldn't be able to live the dream life that they wanted to live. And so this lack of confidence is really what's holding them back. And the I don't know what I would do is just an excuse. So if that's the case, if you are holding back this wonderful brilliance in you, this thing that you really would like to bring to the world, but you're just not confident that you could build a business that would pay you, then there are things that we can do in order to get you started. You can always start a business on the side. Just test the waters to see if there is an audience for you, if there are ideal clients out there for you. And once you get some momentum, then you can leave. But don't let your dream die on the vine because you don't have the confidence. Get out there and at least try it. So lack of confidence shouldn't actually hold you back. Just recognize it for what it is, and spend a little time in a kind of a meditation. Just sit down, take a deep breath, relax, let your mind go, and dream. Say to yourself, what would happen if this belief that I can't build a business were not true? What would happen? What would my business look like? What would my clients look like? What would my life look like? And see whether or not you can bring up what this fabulous dream is. And if you can start to dream this, then getting out there and starting your business may be for you. You won't have a dream that you are not capable of bringing to fruition. You're not going to ask the universe for something that you can't actually get. So if you can dream it, if you can spend a few minutes meditating, building this wonderful vision, then chances are you can build that company, and you're just using your lack of confidence as an excuse. Okay, so what else could be holding you back? Well, you might be saying, I don't know what I do, because you really aren't ready to grow a business. You really aren't ready to get out there. And it may be because you're addicted to the money that you're being paid. If you are in a high-powered career, and I was for years, and quite frankly, those golden handcuffs are really tough to take off. So if you're in that position, you may not be willing to give up the money and all of the perks in the job that you have in order to go and follow your dream. So if you're not ready, just acknowledge it. Come back and ask yourself every once in a while, am I ready? Am I at the point where getting out what's inside of me is more important than having all of these perks? And when you get to the point where the answer is yes, then look at having a business then. But if at this point you don't want to put in what it will take to grow that business, and that means the time, you're not going to be able to stop at even 5 or 6 at night. Sometimes you're going to work well into the evening. And in growing your business, there are going to be lots of times when you're working, 60, 70, 80 hours a week. If you're not ready to do that, then being a business owner isn't for you. Maybe not never, maybe just not for you right now. So take a look at what you think is holding you back. I wouldn't know what to do, and dig deeper and try and find out what's the real thing that's going on here. Is it just that I'm looking for an excuse to be polite to whoever it is I'm talking to, and I really don't want to have a business right now because I'm much more comfortable doing what I'm doing, or I have those golden handcuffs and I'm not in a position to take them off, or whatever the reason is. Just dig deep and know what it is that is holding you back. Just be honest with yourself. Now, if you're in a position where you say, look, I would love to be my own boss, I just don't have clarity on what it is that I would do, then wonderful. At this point, all you need to do is go to the first series of videos that I did in this playlist. The 5 questions you need to answer before you start your business. It's going to lead you through the questions of why do you want to have a business? And what industry or area do you want to be in? Who is it that you would serve? Not just the demographic, but the psychographics. And also, what are their pains? What are their desires? What your superpower is, and then where does your superpower intersect with the pains and the desires of the people that you most want to serve? Once you've got this down, then you can start to really brainstorm what it is that you want to build your business on, because now you've got the foundation. Now, don't worry about, whether or not you would do training, or you would do coaching or consulting or whatnot. Those are all means of getting what it is inside you out to the marketplace. It's not the foundational answer to the question of what would you do. So let's take an example. Let's say that you go through that and you decide that you want to be in the medical field, working with chiropractors. I know we've used this a lot, but it's a very good example. Working with chiropractors, and your skill set is in sales. You've built sales teams and you've run sales teams for years. And then you might look at saying, well, why don't I run sales teams for chiropractors? Well, whether you build a business where you physically hire and train people and you run the sales, or you teach other people who will then work directly for the chiropractors how to sell, or you do something else, you do the marketing or whatever, that's still something to be worked out. But at least then you've got the what would you do? You would work in sales with chiropractors, getting them more business. Then you've got kind of the foundation of what it is that you would do. So make sure that you dig down deep when that question comes up. Some of you won't ever have that question. You'll know exactly what it is that you want to do. You know what's burning inside you to get out and what you want to bring to the marketplace. But some of you may be sitting around saying, gee, I'd love to be my own boss, but I really don't know what I would do. Then go through that series if, in fact, it's an honest question. If it's not an honest question and you're dealing with confidence, or you're dealing with the fact that you're just not ready, then acknowledge that and work with that. Okay, everybody, that's it for today. I will come back with the second area that we're going to be talking about in a little while, so stay tuned. Oh, I almost forgot. And if you're finding that working on this on your own is a little bit more than you can manage, that you really need some help, you need some support, you need someone to guide you, then please go to www.wendybyford.com/explore. Choose a time and a date when we can chat, and let's see whether or not we've got a fit for how I can help you. Not every coach is good for every person. Not every person is the ideal client for every coach. It's really important that we get together and chat so that we can make sure that we've got a fit. Okay, everybody, take care, and I will see you on the next video.